The Sardo method of learning piano allows full flexibility as you learn to play. All of the teaching tools can be switched on or off, so you can customize the display to suit your needs. At first glance, the piano keyboard seems like an endless stream of black and white keys, which give no clue as to how to begin. But the Sardo method reveals two simple patterns that are easily seen and remembered once you know they're there. Look at the notes for each key. Can you see the first pattern? Every 12 keys are exactly the same set of notes. The difference between these sets is called an octave. An octave is the same note at a lower or higher pitch. For example, this C note is one octave lower than this C note. A melody, when played in this set, will sound the same as a melody played in this set, only it will be at a higher pitch. The Sardo method reveals an even simpler pattern based on the black keys. You can see within each group of 12 notes a set of 2 black keys and a set of 3 black keys. These black key sets also repeat over and over across the keyboard. Using this pattern, the keyboard can be divided into 9 areas, containing all the keys, white and black, for each set. Looking at the notes in these sets, you can see that they are the same notes, once again at higher octaves as you move to the right. Using these smaller sets, 5 notes for 2 black keys and 7 notes for 3 black keys, it becomes much easier to find your place when playing a song. A standard keyboard has 88 keys. Some electronic keyboards have less. Our keyboard uses 53 keys, in the range used by most popular songs. The keyboard has several ways of displaying how a song is played. The melody of a song is shown by a yellow circle on the key. The keys within a section in our 9-section system are shown in color when a note falls within that section. This lets you see how the position of the note relates to the black keys in that section. To anticipate the next note to be played, a yellow ring is shown on the key for the upcoming note. If the next note lies within a different section than the current note, the section for the next note is also shown in color. The chords of the song are shown as the finger positions for the notes of that chord. Represented by 3 green squares. The program uses the standard 3-note chords, both major and minor. The buttons allow complete control over the learning process. There are the standard buttons such as play, pause, and stop. The other buttons provide teaching tools unique to the Sardo method. We begin with the next and loop buttons. Each song is broken down into easy segments called phrases. To locate the phrase number, look below the title of the song above the keyboard as the song plays. While in loop mode, each phrase is repeated continuously, allowing you to practice just that part of the song. Once you have mastered that phrase, click the next button to move to the next part of the song. And repeat that phrase as many times as necessary. After learning phrases this way, you may want to practice particular phrases within the song. This is done using the start loop and end loop buttons. Use the small arrows on the buttons to set the start phrase number and the end phrase number. Then click the play button and the song will play only the selected phrases. Sometimes there is a passage within a phrase that is particularly difficult. Set the phrase number and click play. Find the first note or lyric of the passage and click on it. Then find the last note or lyric of the passage and click on that. Now only those notes of the passage you selected will play. When you're done, click the start or end notes to clear the passage. Or you can just click the stop button. Another very useful function is the step mode. Normally, a song is played as intended, with notes having various duration. This can make a complicated passage difficult to learn. In step mode, all notes are played with a fixed duration, so you can clearly hear and follow the notes themselves before learning the proper phrasing of the melody. The tempo slide control adjusts the speed of playback, slower or faster. Hold and slide the knob left or right to adjust the tempo. This works in all modes of play. The chord button is a multiple stage button. The first click hides the finger positions of the chords, the green squares. The playing of the chord remains audible. When the chord display is off, a small green square is seen above the yellow circle, at those points in the song where the chord should be played. Click the chord button a second time to turn off the playing of the chord. The third click returns to normal chord display. The Notes button works just the same as the Chords button, only for the melody display. The first click hides the note display. The second click silences the melody. And the third click returns the display to normal mode. Selecting which tools to display will be helpful as you advance in your lessons. Above the keyboard are 4 display switches. These are toggle buttons, turning displays both on and off. Display key notes shows the note name of each key. Display key sections shows the 9 black key sections of the keyboard. Display lyrics shows or hides the notes and lyrics below the keyboard as the song plays. Display next note shows or hides the next note feature of the melody display. The lower buttons are Program Utilities. The Score button displays a printable song sheet that you can use away from the computer. The Songs button shows the list of available songs that you can learn. All songs available in any key are only $1.99 each. The Help button toggles the on-screen help messages displayed on the lower right. As you place the mouse pointer over any item on the screen, a brief description appears. The Reset button sets everything back to default mode.